Impossible. Warriors legend blown away by Stephen Curry's behavior towards American media's tough confrontation. Listening to Steph talk is like watching him play. Wired reporter Hemel Javeri was certainly onto something when she made this claim about the Warriors star. Anyone who has come across interviews that Stephen Curry has done over the course of his 15-year NBA career may have noticed the manner in which he measures each and every word he says. While several of his peers have faced trouble after making controversial statements, staying away from such topics has made the NBA's three-point leader a rare breed. By the time the Warriors' media day concluded, Curry's mannerism had really impressed another GSW legend. Having had his own share of such pressers during his 13-year career, Adonal Foyle was certainly astonished at how the nature of the event has changed over the decades. After all, in today's media age, where so much information is readily available, journalists can ask some tough questions. Therefore, Foyle was right to be worried when the very first questions that came Curry's way were regarding his endorsement of U.S. presidential candidate Kamala Harris and Steve Kerr using the players' night-night move in his own endorsement speech. As reported by The Athletic journalist Daniel Brown, Curry answered with grace and erudition, making use of no ums or airs in his remarks. For the former player, it meant that Curry had certainly cracked the code. "'T's an impossible road," Foyle said as per The Athletic. "One mistake in this social media landscape can land you in a whole lot of trouble. I think you have to be so much more aware and so much more mindful. It just gets harder and harder. Can you imagine someone watching everything you say all the time?" Taking quotes out of context is a phenomenon that has affected the world of celebrities deeply and has even reached sports. Michael Jordan got in trouble in 2019 after he claimed that Stephen Curry is not a Hall of Famer yet, though. The full interview, however, would reveal that the Chicago Bulls legend said that Curry shouldn't be offended by not being picked because he is still a great player. Distancing himself from saying remotely anything that could be taken out of context, the Warriors icon has avoided getting into trouble with the media throughout his career. In turn, the journalists covering him have themselves appreciated the player for who he is. However, there was a time when Curry may have been influenced to take a stand against the press, which fortunately did not materialize. Stephen Curry did not appreciate any criticism made toward his daughter. Stephen Curry's eldest daughter, Riley, is now all grown up and is often seen in her father's presence during important moments. Longtime Warriors fans, however, may still remember her as the 2-year-old who kept making appearances at her father's press conferences. While many media members were in awe of the 2-year-old, some criticism also reportedly originated. Brett Friedlander famously tweeted, "Steph Curry's kid is cute. That doesn't mean she should have been at presser. There are professionals on deadlines there with jobs to do, too." If it was up to the Warriors player, he would have taken the situation further. In a 2015 report by Jimmy Spencer of The Sporting News, it was revealed that there was a little bit of a moment in the practice the next day where someone asked him about this stuff with Riley. And he said, "What are they mad about? They want me to get a different daughters?" It was one of the rare times where you see Steph with a little bit of an attitude. That was, in an odd way, the first time this postseason. And it was for spending time with his daughter, which says a lot. The words Steph and attitudes have rarely been placed in the same sentence. However, Jimmy Spencer showed that in his journey of being careful, if Curry was ever going to slip up, it was simply for the sake of his daughter. With more pressers to come over the course of the regular season, it remains to be seen whether the player can continue maintaining his long-lasting streak or not.